Well, what an incredible month or 6 weeks it's been since I decided to throw my hat in the ring and run in the Dunkley by-election. Just a crazy, crazy time. It was really busy. I was really knackered at the end of it. And even now that it's over, it's kind of the normal chaos of life as consuming me, and it's like the election never happened. But it certainly did, because it's staying with me, and it was a really great experience. And what I wanted to do was just take the opportunity to thank a whole lot of people who made the whole thing possible and made the whole thing a lot easier and more successful. So first of all, just the Australian Democrats who showed their faith in me and gave me the opportunity to do something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and maybe thought I wouldn't ever get the opportunity to do it. But I'm eternally grateful to Leonie Green, who was the very first person to get in touch, and just the whole organisation, from national executive all the way through state executive, and the Young Dems, Adrian from Young Dems, who came down and helped us from Sydney, and all the volunteers and all the members, John and Joanne Nairn from Frankston South, who are Dunkley residents like me, who were just great throughout the whole process. We've got a really special organisation, and I'm just so grateful to the Australian Democrats for all the support. And just trusting me and giving me their faith, and letting me kind of run with whatever I wanted to run with to some degree. So thank you to them. I want to thank my family. So, my mum, my brother, my sister, who were just tireless on flyer deliveries and pre-polls. They were really well known by the other candidates and all the other volunteers. And I think it was an experience that they really enjoyed. They were knackered at the end of it as well, but they really enjoyed it. So, also my immediate family, so my wife, who supported me through the whole process and gave me the nudge to do it in the first place. Just so grateful. So, the kids really enjoyed the experience. But it's been tremendous. All my friends, the Seaford crew who helped on polling day, people from the footy club, I had just so much support, and even just strangers. So Claire in Oliver's Hill there, who dropped off a whole lot of flyers, and I'd never met her before, just an angel. Ava, who's the daughter of a friend of mine who I'd never met before, and she just gave me her help and her assistance, and it's things like that, just so many messages of support. It just made this whole thing so much more enjoyable and kept me energized and made sure that I was able to get through it. So just an incredible experience. And also want to thank the Fusion Party, who endorsed our campaign and gave us some boots on the ground on polling day and pre-poll, gave us some really good support on social media. We were outnumbered big time on polling day and throughout pre-poll by the majors, and outspent a lot by the majors. But the fact that two minor parties were able to kind of come together in this fashion is really good for the Australian political landscape. But it's also it just means a lot to me, and I think there was alignment there in policies, but obviously without them running a candidate in this by-election, the fact that they were able to back me in, it means a lot. And I hope we can kind of work together in the future. And if you guys are ever in the situation where you're running, I can't wait to repay the favour and give you a chop out. So to the Fusion Party, thank you. It really does mean a lot. So well done. In terms of the actual result, look, it was a little bit lower than what I had anticipated and what I'd hoped for. But when I actually think about it, we did really well. Starting so late, we didn't get flyers into all the letterboxes. We didn't get call flutes up all that much. We were really only just getting going on the social media and everything else. So, and as I said, we were outspent by about $100 to 1 by one of the parties alone. So it's humbling when I think we got about 1.4%, something like that. But when I think about the fact that over 1,000 people, I think something like 12 or 1,300 people voted for the Australian Democrats and voted for me, I think, wow, that's pretty incredible, because 6 weeks ago I wasn't even running, and now we've been able to get a whole lot of people who can feel good about their vote. So a big thank you, obviously, to everyone who voted for me and everyone who showed support throughout the campaign. But the Dunkley people, they're brilliant. It's a good area, and I was just so rapt to be able to do this in my area, because it is a cool part of the world, and we need some really good representation. Well done to Jodie Bellier for winning. She ran a good campaign, and I do want to see some action on gambling reform. They did wheel out the the Peter Murphy legacy thing a lot, and if they're going to be true to that, then we need to see that really quickly, and I'm going to call them out if that doesn't happen. So congratulations, but campaigning's one thing. We need to actually get the job done now. So well done to Jodie. Well done to all the other candidates. Nathan Conroy, who worked really hard throughout the whole thing, and I know he was disappointed not to get up. And I'll get in contact with everyone individually and congratulate them on their good efforts. It was an incredible experience. So well done to everyone who put their hand up and had a crack. Thank you to everyone who's followed the whole process, and I've no idea whether I'm going to do this again. It's too early to say, but I really enjoyed the experience, and I just really am so grateful to everyone who helped out. So until next time that you see my face, farewell, and thanks again, guys.
Authorised by ACAS Streak, Australian Democrats, Nan.